Have you ever watched Iron Man and always been looking at his transparent interactive screen thinking how cool it was? Always dreaming about having one like this one day? Well, dream no more, because they are now a reality. Multiple sci-fi movies elaborate around those transparent displays, including Tom Cruise in Minority Report. Not only displays can be transparent, future market studies also expect transparent smartphones to become the new technology around the corner. But you might be asking yourself, how is it possible? How can it work? Well, this is all because of transparent displays, and more specifically, the topic of our presentation, transparent OLED.
Okay, let's start to introduction transparent OLED. And I'm EJ. My partner is Kelly. This is our table of content. First is the introduction, following is comparison, and finally is the industrial market. And the introduction will start with the concept of the transparent OLED. We all know that the OLED structure includes the TFT array, RGB OLED, but the OLED layer and the TFT is non-transparent. So the key to be transparent is that these two layers become transparent. So the concept of make the OLED become transparent first is used to change the cathode material, because the anode usually we use is ITO as the material. So in order to make the OLED become two-way image, so we need to let the cathode become transparent. So in 2020, published in the Organic Electronics, they used the silver doping aluminum as the cathode, and then using the capping layer to protect it. And the transmittance show that can up to 80%. And another way not change the material is like the LG transparent OLED technique. They use the transparent subpixel in the pixel side, in the half of the pixel. So this way it can make the OLED TV become transparent. And the next is the TFT's material, because TFT usually use the amorphous silicon or the IGZO as the channel's material. So this two is non-transparent. So if we want the TFT become transparent, we need to change the channel's material. So in this Applied Physics letters in 2003, they use the zinc oxide as the channel's material. It not only shows the high transmittance around 75%, but also have the high channel mobility, and this channel mobility even higher than the amorphous silicon. But right now TFT usually use the traditional TFT, which is the amorphous silicon and IGZO, and not use this transparent TFT. So in the future, maybe it have new material. The transparent TFT will replace the traditional TFT in the industry. Next is comparison of the transparent OLED and TLED and TLCD. And transparent OLED, this one is the LG's transparent OLED, and the technology used is the transparent subpixel in their pixel size to make their TV become transparent. And the transparent LED is just like make the LED's pitch become larger, so it can let the light pass through the distance between the LEDs, so it can make the whole display become transparent. And for the transparent LCD, it just remove the LCD's backlight module, and it use the natural light will increase the backlight distance, so it can make the LCD become transparent. And compare these three transparency. The transparent OLED have a highest transparency, and the transparent LED is lower, and then transparent LCD is lowest. And then we compare the power consumption. The transparent OLED is lower, and then the transparent LED and LCD is higher. And then the image quality, the OLED have the deep dark, and it still can be transparent when the display is active, because the use is the transparent pixel. So when the image is on the screen, so it still can be transparent. But a transparent LED cannot, because it just increase the LED's distance. So when there's have the full image, so it will make the image quality become worse. And for the LCD, when the backlight is turned off, the image on the LCD will disappear because it don't have the lights can convert to the RGB color. And finally, compare the manufacturer complexity and the cost. An OLED compared to the transparent LED and transparent LCD is a new technology, so it's more complex and expensive. And then the TLED and TLCD is the old technology, so it's more cheap and less complex.
Thank you very much for those technical details. Now let's take a look at transparent OLED industrial market. A transparent OLED is a display that showcases dynamic or interactive information on a transparent surface glass. This revolutionary display allows users to view what is shown on a glass video screen while still being able to see through it. This allows to overlay text digital image and video content onto physical object or scenes that sits behind the glass. Transparent OLED provides new surfaces for storytelling and allows for a futuristic and modern aesthetic that appeals across industries and various applications. Speaking of applications, here are some examples of how they can be used for. Retail and advertising. Large transparent OLED facade shows displayed product while maintaining a sense of openness in the store, unlike existing displays windows. While adding motion to the decor, it can also display information such as branding videos and product details. Moreover, it allows to display information about seasonal product and promotional event by simply updating its digital content. Transparent OLED are also available with a curved design that suits food and beverage stores. As customers check out the different product, they can also check out information about nutrition and ingredient, then place an order with just a touch. Automotive and transport. This concept was designed with the thought that transparent OLED applied to glass screen windows would allow passengers to gain easy access to useful information, but transform it into a medium for displaying advertisements, map of station, route situation, and other real-time information. Here, transparent OLED is installed on the window of a subway cabin or inside a passenger car. These windows provide video content without blocking the panoramic view of the city. Therefore, it can create business opportunities as the new advertising platform with a high attention from passengers. Design and presentation. Transparent OLED technology is revolutionizing the field of design and architecture through presentation support. With its ability to seamlessly blend digital content with physical spaces, transparent OLED displays can transform traditional architectural elements into dynamics and interactive surfaces that engage and captivate occupants. By using transparent OLED, you will be able to redefine possibilities of designs and architectures in the modern era to convey the topic of any presentation. Cultural tools. As for cultural application, why don't you imagine being in an immersive museum? As you see a transparent display showcase a sandstorm, you will be taken back to Egyptian antiquity. As you walk toward the exhibition, you will be able to see hidden artifacts of Tutankhamun beneath a transparent OLED. In reality, those artifacts have been damaged. However, transparent OLED displayed the restored version of those artifacts over the actual ones, creating an immersive exhibition experience like no other. So you might be thinking to yourself, who manufactures these technologies? Well, there are globally a lot of companies that work on transparent display for the moment, with different stage of development, but here are four of the main players in that industry. LG, a South Korean company recognized worldwide with an annual revenue for 2022 of 66.8 billion US dollar. Out of the oldest company, they have the most diverse portfolio for transparent OLED. Secondly, Samsung, also a South Korean company, with 234 billion US dollar, who is also competing with LG for the market of TV and transparent display. Thirdly, Panasonic, a Japanese company reaching an annual revenue of 65.7 billion US dollar, and finally, Planar, a US-based company. The market forecast for transparent OLED displays is highly promising, with significant growth anticipated in the coming years. Regionally, Asia Pacific is expected to be a key driver of the market growth. Indeed, Asia-Pacific is known for its rapid technological advancement and should lead the adoption of transparent OLED displays across various industries, particularly in countries like China, South Korea, and Japan. As for North America, robust retail and advertising sector are likely to take over transparent OLED displays for engaging customer experience and interactive signage. In 2021, the market size of transparent OLED reached an estimated value of 1.364 billion US dollar. Looking ahead, the transparent OLED market is projected to experience a significant compound annual growth rate of 25.6%. By the year 2029, the market is expected to reach a value of 10.15 billion US dollars. This exponential growth is fueled by factors such as increasing applications. Indeed, if we take a look at the breakdown for applications, the automotive industry will be the major interest. As said earlier, transparent OLED displays can be integrated into vehicle dashboards, providing drivers with critical information in a visually appealing and intuitive manner, as well as the passenger screen. Secondly, mobile displays are another area where transparent OLED technology offers stunning visuals and energy efficiency, enhancing the user experience on smartphones and tablets. Looking ahead, the transparent OLED market is destined for significant evolution in the next decade. Advancements in manufacturing processes, increasing investment in research and development, and growing consumer demand for visually immersive displays are expected to drive the market expansion. As the technology matures, we can anticipate improved transparency, higher resolution, and larger size display, enabling even more compelling applications and transforming the way we interact with information in various sectors. If you've made it this far, thank you for your attention.